what's up? Dad's here from Pacifica, California, in one of the sunniest days I can remember all year long.
Yeah. Hottest day of the year as far as I'm concerned, at least in this side of the bay, man.
So on a hot sunny day, one of the best things you can get is a sandwich from your local spot, and we chose Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, man. Vietnamese sandwiches?
Also known as the Banh Mi.
The Banh Mi, there you go.
So for banh mi's, you have a lot of options out here in the Bay Area because of the high density of Vietnamese. They're in the South Bay, in Milpitas, in San Jose, in SF, and there's a wide range of pricing also. You have like the OG spots like Little Paris.
Yeah.
And
Lee's?
Lee's?
Do you think Lee's is considered an OG?
Yeah, Lee's is an OG and it's a chain, right? And then you have your range of pricing too, because like when you go back in the day, I mean, I remember like on Clement in SF, there used to be a spot where you can get banh mi's for like $2.50.
Dude, I thought...
$2.50.
Man, how big was that sandwich, bro?
One slice of meat, one slice of cheese,
$5
and mayo.
is a deal.
Right, but then like, even somewhere like Lee's, right? You have a price range of like $6.50 all the way up to maybe $15 for like a specialty item.
Exactly.
So Dinosaurs is kind of like your premium, right? The Bay Area version of elevating an existing like staple, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? No complaints, just because they've been in business for so long. Obviously, there is a following, and people really, I have some friends who have moved out of this area in the peninsula and in the East Bay, and they still crave Dinosaurs. So obviously, they're doing something right.
Well, and Dinosaurs itself, the chain, even though it's family owned, shout out to Chris, shout out to Dave, that like they're expanding too. So they just opened one in Union City, but the ones that I usually go to is the one here in Pacifica, and also the one on Ocean in SF.
Yep, exactly. So
let's dig in. So like when I get a banh mi, I usually go for the special. That's usually the starting point. So for the special, let me show this over here. Rip that apart. There you go.
Woo.
You're gonna have 3 kinds of pork. The pate, which is I think it's like liver in it.
It's liver. It's liver. It pretty much is like liver spread.
There you go. I mean, and they have a great one here. And then you got your cucumber, your mint, your jalapeno, and then your pickled vegetables, which is usually carrot and daikon. And what's important for a good banh mi, and then your mayo spread, is the bread. It's got to be crispy on the outside, and then soft on the inside. And bro, their sandwiches are loaded.
Yeah, man. I think that's one of the biggest appeals of this spot is they load it up, bro. They do load it
For
up.
$16, it better be loaded.
It better be loaded. and they do.
It's probably the most I've spent for a banh mi, honestly.
Yeah, I can't remember any time outside of here where I've spent more than $10. Maybe like $10 is the max, but the economy is changing.
Bay Area
Times
pricing.
be changing. Yeah.
Ingredients are going up, and leases are going up.
Exactly.
And housing's going up.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
What do you got, JC?
I got the pork sandwich. So I'm not a big pate fan.
Okay.
So I want to order a sandwich that doesn't have the pate. So I got their grilled pork sandwich. But in addition to that, they actually had a special tocino sandwich.
Elevated.
Exactly. So knowing how big of a Filipino food fan I am, I went double meat and I did grilled pork and tocino. So as you can see, this is extra loaded in terms of...
they've had a kare sandwich before too. So it's cool when you get that fusion.
Yeah.
That fusion there. So you
Absolutely.
get that Phil-Am Vietnamese fusion in your banh mi.
Definitely. So I don't know. I'm curious to try this out. Tocino is the closest thing that we have to grilled pork in terms of the sweetness. So shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Loaded.
The sweetness of the daikon and the carrots with like the sweet and tangy flavor of the tocino and grilled pork added with the spicy kick of the fresh jalapeno.
How does the tocino live on its own? How would you rate the tocino just on its own?
It's a good tocino because remember when we were at Full House Barbecue, it feels like they were using a more sort of elevated, better cut of pork.
Oh yeah, okay.
This is more consistent of the tocino that I grew up with. I don't know what kind of cut of pork it is, but it's less tender but more sweet.
Oh, I got
right?
you. Yeah,
and
yeah.
the bite, it takes a little bit of a chew, but it's just a familiar chew.
You know, one thing I saw in the ingredients for the tocino that I appreciate is that you're using like natural coloring. They should use like red beet, like powder or something like that, instead of like red food coloring.
Dude, it's so good. Nice and sweet. Perfect. It's just what I expect.
And you ought to have a good bread too. I mean, the bread goes a long way because you got to have it soft in the middle to be and crispy on the outside to have that nice crunch, right? But it has to be a bread that's strong enough to hold all the fillings too.
So how is the special for this round, bro?
Consistent. I mean, every time I've come to Dinosaurs, I'm expecting the special to be exactly like how I want it to be, and they've never disappointed. So, I mean, honestly, it's one of my favorite banh mi's.
Yeah, it's like a super burrito, right? When you order a banh mi with the pate and all of that stuff, that's like the baseline expectation that you have. It's the standard banh mi that you expect,
Yep.
right? And if it digresses from that expectation, that's where you kind of get shook a little bit. But
Yeah, I mean,
this hits the spot.
for restaurant businesses, if you have a great sandwich, as long as you stay true to fresh ingredients, then you're gonna have your customers keep coming back, right?
Yeah. And I think
No shortcuts.
I think that's what differentiates this sandwich from something that we've had recently, Little Luca, right? Like this Asian flavor. It still has the freshness in terms of like the daikon and the carrot, but it's an Asian flair,
Yeah.
and it's still fresh, which makes a good sandwich.
You know what? And then we were in line. I mean, we got our sandwich pretty quick, but there was a couple of customers after us, and they weren't of Asian American descent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, we're in Pacifica, which is
Isn't really the
the Asian capital of the world,
close.
right?
Yeah.
No, but we're close. We're close. But I mean, that's what's great about like the penetration of different markets with the sandwich. You know, you're not just gonna have your Vietnamese customer. You're not just gonna have your Asian customer. You're gonna have your European customer also.
Once you've penetrated the other cultures cross-culturally, you have a product that can really, really sustain itself.
Yeah. Well, let's finish off with a couple of these spring rolls.
Yeah.
So the spring roll is a rice paper wrapped shrimp, pork, lettuce. I think what I like about theirs is they put green apple in it.
I didn't know that.
Some mint. The green apple is nice because it adds a little extra tang with a little extra crunch too.
It's a nice little.
Don't eat the plastic. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you have your it's almost like the pho noodles on the inside.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
right?
So
Rice noodle.
rice
inside.
noodle,
Yeah, rice
exactly.
noodle.
So nice and plump. Looks fresh.
And then peanut sauce to dip.
See, the peanut sauce looks a little bit different from what I've seen. There's like flecks of red. I don't know what it is.
Probably a little extra spice, right?
Oh, snap. Okay, there you go. Got a little bit of spillage.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's the same pork that they use for their pork sandwiches, so has that smoky flavor.
Delicious.
Fresh cucumber.
And then the green apple also with the extra crunch. I guess they don't add anything extra to that. That's really it. You got your meat, your proteins, right? Are the shrimp and pork. It looks probably like an iceberg lettuce or a butter lettuce. Cucumber, green apple, rice noodle, deliciousness.
Vietnamese staple right here, man.
It's really good. I think one of the best. But I think the thing is also is like, yeah, I gotta do metal detecting. That's cool. Anyways,
Right by the water, man.
you know what? So if you're in the areas of SF, Union City, Pacifica, where else are they? I don't know.
Peninsula.
Peninsula.
Anything.
Check out one of their spots. It's really good. It's not going to be a low-priced banh mi or spring roll, but it's going to be a high-flavor, elevated spring roll and banh mi.
Dinosaurs Pacifica specifically.
Dad's out.